Hi, I'm Madison Brady and welcome to the Sterling Stream. This year, SHS Student Council has taken a new approach to getting the community involved with a fundraiser. This is the Golden Toilet. Were you surprised when you received the toilet?
Yes, I was very surprised. I kind of just looked out the window, turned the front lights off, and there it was. So I was like, what the heck? But yeah, it was very surprising to see that outside.
What was your first initial thought when you got the toilet?
My first initial thought was, why is this toilet sitting on my front step? And then my next thought was, why do I have text messages from my neighbors asking why there's a toilet on my front step? And then text messages from friends driving by my house asking why I have a toilet on my front step. So I kind of had to explain all those questions, but it was a good purpose.
Were you surprised when you received the toilet?
I was pretty surprised. My family isn't the type to, be involved with student council, and so I was like, whoa, is that the golden throne in our yard? I don't know.
What did you choose to do with the toilet?
We paid the full cost to get out of there, and then I think it was the cost to not have it for 6 months again. And, yeah.
Good. What was your first initial thought when you received it?
Well, my first initial thought was a little bit of confusion because Mrs. Miller pulled up into my driveway and I didn't understand what she was doing there, and then when she hauled out the large gold toilet, it became very clear that I had been chosen to have the toilet.
Why do you think you were chosen?
Well, I feel like it was one of the other counselors, and we are all pretty good friends, so I think they just chose me because they thought it would be something fun.
What do you think of this fundraiser? Does it keep the community in touch with the SHS students?
Yes, I actually think this fundraiser is very creative, and I think it's also very fun. And I do think it keeps the community involved because who's not going to notice a huge toilet in somebody's yard? It definitely invites them to ask questions and find out a little bit more about it, and it's just fun. You don't have to sell anything or go door to door with that kind of stuff, and so I think this is very creative and clever.
If this year's student fundraiser is successful, maybe you should be expecting a golden toilet in your yard. Now off to Micah with postseason fall sports.
The regular season coming to an end and postseason beginning, let's take a look at the Sterling Golden Warriors fall sports overview.
Boys soccer ended their season 17-6-2 with a tough loss in the first round of regionals against Rochelle. They were undefeated conference champions. For boys golf, senior Nick Ceruzzi was regional and sectional champion, earning him a trip to state in which he placed 27th. The team placed 4th overall at conference. On the girls golf side, senior Emma Bowes finished her 4-year career at SHS with a trip to sectionals. The team won 8 meets total, which is an improvement from last year. Meanwhile, girls tennis had an amazing postseason with Caitlin Grell getting 3rd at sectionals and Abby Aiken getting 2nd, both earning a trip to state. The girls tennis team finished 4th overall in conference.
Palms had an amazing homecoming halftime show. Seniors Jasmine Marino, Nicole Schultz, Brianna Juarez, and Sonrisa Coronado gave an outstanding performance to her senior night routine. Cheer performed a lot of new stunts. Our seniors Sydney Garrett, Brooklyn Freeze, and Azalea Ramos took the spotlight for their senior night routine. It was a great way to end the regular season. Football's final record is 10-0 so far, with back-to-back undefeated regular seasons conference champs. Defeated St. Viator 48-0, which is the most points Sterling has ever scored in a playoff game. Face-off games against Kaylin Saturday, November 4th.
Girls volleyball finished with a final record of 35-3, which is program history for the most wins in the season. They were conference champions and defeated Metamora in the regional championship to earn a title. They lost in the first round of sectionals against Barrington Limestone.
Now to boys cross country. Jake Gebhardt has the fastest 3-mile time in SHS history. Jake won conference, regional, and sectional. He is now the lone qualifier for state this Saturday on November 4th. And for girls cross country, they have placed 3rd at regionals and finished 14th at sectionals with no runners advancing to state. To conclude the fall sports overview, we want to send our congratulations to the swim team on winning 4 meets and placing second at conference. Now let's take it to Mitchell for the Halloween scare.
Thanks, Miguel. With Halloween fast approaching at SHS, we tried to inflict some fright at some of our classmates. Let's see how it went. you enjoyed our scare compilation, and happy Halloween. Now let's take it to Shibum for the Campbell fundraiser.
Thanks, Mitchell. One of Sterling High School's greatest qualities is uniting behind a common cause. This is no different. Recently, coach and teacher Dave Campbell has ran into some complications with his unborn child. In response, Sterling High School has organized a fundraiser to help out the Campbell family. We'll be talking to them about their experiences.
How did you come up with the idea for the fundraiser?
We came up with the idea, it actually wasn't my idea, it was Mr. LeMay's idea, and he just thought it would be neat to do a tailgate for the football supporters to come out and help Mr. Campbell.
How do you think it went?
It was awesome. It was just unbelievable to see not just football supporters, but just Campbell family supporters come out and just donate to such a great cause.
How does it feel to know you're helping?
It's been a great feeling. Once we started, Mrs. Hartman and I started kind of planning out the little pieces of this. It just all fell into place really quickly, and we just couldn't have pulled it off without all the support of everybody else.
I'm here with Mr. Campbell. How does it feel knowing that the entire school and community was at the fundraiser to support you and your family?
It was really nice to see how many people turned out and all the donations that we've collected so far. Just to know that the community is behind us and that the community cares and that they're willing to do above and beyond what anybody has ever expected just to help us out.
And how does this reflect on the school?
It just kind of confirms that we're all family and that we all really do care about each other, and that no matter what, that people are going to have our backs.
All right, thank you, Mr. Campbell. We here at the Sterling Stream will be keeping Coach Campbell and his family in our thoughts. If anyone else would like to donate, please contact Mrs. Jackson or the Movement Club. Now let's take you to Anisha.
Shibum, and now we see how well SHS students know their Halloween movies.
Oh, wait. Hey. Yeah. Oh, no!
Nightmare on Elm Street! Nightmare!
Friday the 13th!
So that's it. How many did you get right? And now on to Nate with Star of the Week.
This year's first Star of the Week for Mrs. Drew's broadcasting class goes to Isaiah Ryan. Isaiah resisted to yell at Mrs. Drew for the entire week. He always stays on topic during class, he enjoys long walks in the park, and Travis Scott. These are qualities Mrs. Drew looks for in her Star of the Week and hopes more students will perform like this in the future. I'm Nate Olson. Join us next time on Sterling Stream.